Hi, I'm Joe Revita from Empire Music, EmpireMusicOnline.com in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I'm here with an amazing, new for 2020, limited edition product, the Vintera Road-Worn Tele Deluxe. Based on the famous 1972 Fender Tele Deluxe, this Vintera model pulls out all the stops and is just packed with high quality features and amazing tone. What's really great about Vintera instruments is they give us the peak performance in a more budget-friendly price range under the typical American price point. But we get special design here. We get special pickups. We have wide range pickups that were period correct. The voice to be big and bold and punchy, just like the classic. And you can hear that in the intro. This thing takes gain like a beast. I mean, it's a really, really great rock guitar. It's really, really fun to play. It's got a relic nitrocellulose lacquer finish. It's road worn. So I'm gonna push this forward here. You can check out, you can see some of the checking in the finish. Really, really incredible. Check out the back. This is in a Daphne blue. And what's really cool about this is they individually do each of these. So they all have a little bit of personality. What do we know about the 72 Tele Deluxe? Well, it had the big headstock, so we've got it. Had our bullet truss rod adjustment, it's got it. Has the F-style vintage tuners, it's got it. The big pick guard, which is super cool. String through body. And these wide range pickups were really the pulse of the guitar. A new voice, you know, as guitar players evolve, Fender's always evolved with them. And they've done an amazing job over the histories from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, just evolving with players. And they're doing it today because now what they do is they give us the feel, the fit and the finish of the newest, modern, most popular feeling instruments and sonic instruments, but they give it to us in classic designs. So we're able to get a guitar that would be really proud to play on stage or record an album with, or if you're playing at home, man, this is just a killing guitar, but you can play this guitar in any scenario. It's got a period correct neck, which is really important, and it just really, really feels like you're holding an old guitar, but it's got modern playability and comfort, which is really, really important. Comes in Olympic white as well, which we have. So you can check it out at EmpireMusicOnline.com. You can always call us 412-343-5299. We do a full factory setup on everything we sell. So if you purchase this guitar online or in store, when you get it, whether it be here or we ship it to you, it'll be ready to play out of the box because we do a full factory setup. We have 2 authorized techs right on staff. So we're not just inspecting the instruments, we're taking the time to dial it in to make sure it's exactly to how Fender wants it so you get it delivered properly, which is great. So what do we want in a guitar like this? We want aggression, we want the ability to bite and sound great and really cut through a mix, but we also want that ability to have kind of a full fat tone clean, and man, Fender knocked it out of the park with this. It's a really, really great sounding clean instrument. We're just playing the guitar through a Fender Supersonic 22, which is one of our favorite amps to demo, and what I want to do is just cruise through the pickup selections here so you can check out what they do. So obviously we have a 3-way switch, which is our bridge pickup, our neck pickup, and the 2 together. But what's really cool and kind of unique to these guitars is we have separate volume and tone controls for each pickup, which is kind of unique for a Telecaster, not something we typically count on. So let's check out the bridge pickup, tone all the way up, let's do it. Tons of bite and kind of like that brash, straightforward, in-your-face tone you expect out of a Deluxe Tele. But you still have that thump when you're playing those open chords, still got meat to it. It feels really, really good. You come up to the neck position, you're gonna get a much fatter experience. between. So it covers all your bases sonically if you're looking for a straight ahead rock guitar. Obviously, if you're thinking you want to sound like a traditional single coil Tele, this is going to be much fuller, much fatter. What I can feel specifically with the guitar and why I really like it is the lacquer finish. Typically you'll get like a polyurethane finish, which I always equate to kind of like a bowling ball, right? It's a really heavy finish. It's never going to wear down. It's never going to check. It's never going to breathe. And that's fine. It's just like, and that's a really reliable finish that we can count on lasting many years and always looking great. But on the vintage style guitars, all of our custom shop instruments, they use an nitrocellulose lacquer. And why is that? It's a much more porous finish. It's much more expensive to apply and much harder to work with, but allows the guitar to breathe. And that finish not being as stiff and airtight allows for definitely a more, I feel like, ambient and maybe even a higher end feel and response. You just feel it against your body. It feels like the guitar's moving. Solid body slab electric guitars don't really give you that typical, oh wow, like feel it vibrating. But this really is responsive. You're playing it. It feels like it's giving back. It's got obviously a comfortable feel with the belly cut here too. But they do an amazing job in the relic and the checking and the finish, and that's really amazing. But the real story to me is that you're getting not only a high-end finish, you're getting custom design pickups specifically for this with the wide range. And something that's really cool that I didn't put out in the beginning, I'm going to show here, is on our neck. So the back of this neck, it's a worn-in Road Worn finish. So what do I hear from many customers? That they don't like a glossy neck. So if you've ever played like a Les Paul and you feel like it's too tacky, or you play an American original Fender Strat or Fender Tele, and it's got the lacquer gloss finish or an NOS custom shop, and you feel like that's too sticky, here, this is all worn away, so it feels like it's been played for 50 years. It's really amazing. This feels like kind of like an old baseball glove, right? When you slip your hand in, you're like, oh, that feels good. It's not all stiff butter. I mean, the fretwork on these are really incredible. You know, obviously maple board and maple neck here, just a classic design. But it gives us the tone that we're looking for, which is most important, because if anything, what we don't want to do is get an instrument that looks really cool and doesn't sound like we want it to sound. That's obnoxious. It's a really frustrating thing. And Fender does a really good job, because historically, Fender has owned all of their equipment. So when they've been sold or changed hands, they have equipment with it. So they are able really to do the R&D to get these things dead on. And they do the most historical, I think, recreations. Let's cruise some gain channels here real quick to see what you think of the distortion tones. I'll just stock gain on the Fender Supersonic 22. This thing's righteous. It's so fun to play. The reason you should choose a Fender Vintera Road Worn Limited Edition Tele Deluxe is because you want a classic design, amazing value, lacquer finish, and a feel of a vintage guitar, delivered with new consistency and the super high quality feel, fit, and finish. Why you should choose Empire Music is we're going to do a full factory setup. One of our 2 authorized techs will do a full factory setup on this guitar to make sure it's ready to play for you in store, or if we ship it to you. We will take the time to make sure this is the right guitar for you. Give us a call, 412-343-5299. You can always text me, 412-915-7118. I'm Joe from Empire Music, empiremusiconline.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a call on this great guitar. Thanks for watching.